like that fight because of how big and how strong Conor Ben is, but that may be a camp where I gotta come and bring my 175 heavyweight ass to camp with Shakur.
The quote, Claressa Shields speaks out and she admits that Shakur Stevenson fighting at 147, I don't know. In this video, I'm going to break down what she had to say and give you guys my overall thoughts on this whole Shakur Stevenson moving up to 147 business. Is it a good move? Is he undersized? This video will explain everything.
Pounds, because I'm not a 147 pounder, so why would I fight at their weight class where they're comfortable and just make it easy for them? Conor Ben, I like Conor Ben too, but I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight. 147, let's make the fight happen. I'm a businessman at the end of the day.
We unpack. We unpack. We unpack, coming to you live, Boxingego unpack, yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack, coming to you live. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to it and go through it. Now, I'm going to play a clip from Claressa Shields. And this was from a recent interview where she was talking about how she doesn't like Shakur versus Conor Ben at 147 pounds.
I don't like that fight because of how big and how strong Conor Ben is, but that may be a camp where I gotta come and bring my 175 heavyweight ass to camp with Shakur and lay on him and punch on him so he be ready. I don't like that fight because of how I don't like that fight. 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 I don't like that fight because of how big and how strong Conor Ben is, but that may be a camp where I gotta come and bring my 175 heavyweight ass to camp with Shakur and lay on him and punch on him so he be ready.
Now, for starters, what is like what on earth is going on with Claressa Shields' fascination with fighting men? I don't understand it at this point, right? She literally said she is pretty much afraid for Shakur to fight at 147 versus Conor Ben. Not Devin Haney, not Ryan Garcia, but Conor Ben, Egg Boy, right? Eggs Benedict. And then she said, I don't like that fight for him, but I think I would have to get into camp to pretty much ready and prepare him for a fight like that. So that essentially is saying you don't prefer him to move up to 147, but if he were to fight Conor Ben, a fight that you admitted you don't like, right? I could play it again.
I don't like that fight because of how big and how strong Conor Ben is.
I don't like that fight for Shakur because of how big and strong Conor Ben is.
But that may be a camp where I gotta come and bring my 175 heavyweight ass to camp with Shakur.
That may be a fight camp where I gotta bring my big 175 heavyweight butt in to lay on him and punch on him.
And lay on him and punch on him so he be ready.
And
I don't
let
like
him
that
know.
Fight because
and let him know so he could be ready. What is going on with Claressa, bro? We all like you, but this is madness at this point, right? You have like some kind of fixation on fighting a man. Oh, like you don't like the Conor Ben fight for Shakur Stevenson, but you got to be in camp with Shakur to help him get ready for a dangerous fight. Your own words, you're saying it's dangerous. And that is like the missing X factor. Like, really? That's the X factor of you sparring? Like, I got it. Like, you're basically saying, it's so insane to me. You're basically saying that it's a risky fight, dangerous fight, but I need to step in and help him to get ready. Like, what? Like, Claressa Shields got like 3 knockouts. 3 with women. You fought women and got 3 knockouts. Not Layla Ali, not like Ann Wolfe, where you got the craziest knockout probably in female boxing history, right? With Vonda Ward. You got 3 knockouts, and you keep like, oh, I probably got to get in camp with him. Like, what? But he's out here sparring with Crawford and Keyshawn and probably Ray Ford and like, what? I don't know. I don't get why Claressa Shields keeps like interjecting herself into those aspects of it. But anyway, back to the first part. I had to do that ego rant over. Claressa Shields wants to fight men for whatever reason, right? You said you whooped the Russian dude or whatever, and then he came back and loaded his glove, right? And hold on, I was trying to get off of Claressa Shields because the video is about Shakur, but I can't because some of this stuff don't make sense. You said the Russian dude or whoever that dude was that Rolly knocked out, you said you whooped him in sparring, right? He was embarrassed and shunned or whatever, so he came back, and you're claiming with no proof that any of us can see, tangible proof, you're claiming he came back with cheap gloves from Roberto Duran, and that's the only reason you got dropped, because he cheated. He used cheap gloves, the Nintendo Power Glove or whatever you think this is right now, to knock you down, as if a man with man strength probably couldn't, if he connects right, put you down. So why do you keep talking about fighting Rolly and Jake Paul and Keith Thurman if you already had an experience like that with headgear and bigger gloves? Wouldn't most women probably be like, I'll still spar with dudes, but let me cool it on the fighting men and readying Shakur and all this other stuff if I got dropped in sparring? And just so you guys know, and I could prove it, the dude that floored Claressa, he don't even have many fights as a pro. And on top of not having many fights, he don't have many knockouts. Some of y'all don't know this, but this is the guy that dropped Claressa Shields. This is his pro record. He only has 7 fights, bro. Right? 7. 2 + 5, 7. And he got knocked out by Rolly, which we already knew, right? Rolly knocked him out, 2020 pandemic year. But regardless of the Rolly knockout, he only has 7 fights, and he won 6 of them, only 2 by knockout. This is the guy that put you down. So I don't understand why Claressa Shields keeps talking about fighting men, because he don't even have power like that. Rolly actually is awkward with a lot of power, and he dropped Ryan Garcia, who's way bigger than you and hits harder than you for sure, right? But anyway, back to Shakur. Why are we acting like Shakur is tiny?
I don't like that fight because of how big and how strong Conor Ben is, but
I don't like that fight because of how big and strong Conor Ben is. But then let Shakur tell it. He was on Ariel Helwani's show live, and he was talking about how Conor Ben started boxing late and is no match for him. And he's like, you're cooked. You're cooked. I'll whoop you. So how does Shakur get this type of protection, but he can pop off and talk about whooping Conor Ben, but then his friend Claressa Shields is like, I don't like that fight for him. Nobody even wanted to see it until you started popping off at each other and talking about what you would do and what he would do and trash talking.
You're too small for me, bro. You're too small for me.
So Conor Ben confronted him, and he's like, you're too small for me. You're too small for me. And look at Shakur getting hyped up.
You're tiny. You're tiny, bro.
I'm a dog you. I'm a dog you.
I'm a dog you. My skills is too much.
You can't punch.
Okay.
You can't.
Conor Ben says you can't punch, and Shakur said, okay.
Keep me off you.
You can't keep me off you.
Okay.
Off you up.
We gonna see.
I'll put you down. I'll
Sign
put
the
you
contract.
down.
Conor Ben pulled up and said, I'll put you down.
Sign the contract. Let's make it happen.
Sign the contract. Let's make it happen, says Shakur.
Let's get this fight done. We can do it next.
Yeah, you don't scare me.
You don't scare me.
I'm scared of you. You think I'm scared of you?
I'm not scared of you.
You're too small for me, bro. You're too small for me.
I'm a
You're
dog.
tiny.
this, to be honest, this is literally what's wrong with boxing right now, right? Where you got people talking a big game and like, I'm gonna dog you, I'm gonna destroy you, first round knockout, blah, blah, blah. But then when it comes to actually negotiating and making a fight, keep in mind, Shakur called out Conor Benn, right? He called him out. He called him after his win. He called him into the ring, said, I'll whoop you, da-da-da-da. And it's like, what are we talking about, bro? And y'all know I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. I'm going to expose Shakur Stevenson quick, fast, and in a hurry. And y'all know I don't be capping. I come with receipts. Nobody in the game is doing it like me, giving you this quality, giving you this commentary, and giving you receipts. My memory is incredible. I remember what you said. So again, Claressa Shields is like, oh, I don't like that fight. He's too big and strong. Then why is he barking at Conor Benn like, I'm going to stop you, I'm going to dog you? But peep this. This is Shakur Stevenson last year.
And still be a fair size in that division. So obviously, if the Tank fight doesn't happen, there's so many fights at 140. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I'll move up for the big fight.
For the big fights.
If it's like a little fight that don't make sense, like I'm really not a 40-pounder. Like on some
really?
No, I'm not a 40-pounder.
So he claims he's not a 40-pounder, but listen, pay attention.
I'm barely even a 35.
You don't think you're in your...
Now he's saying he's barely a 35-pounder, Cap. We've seen you next to Crawford, bro. And Andre Ward and Floyd. You talking about you tiny, like, it's ridiculous. But keep paying attention.
Career at least at 147 or something?
I used to think that, but nah. I
Nah.
don't think so. I mean, I will go there for the right fights. Like, I just watched Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn, too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at, like, 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
Conor tough, man. He throws hard punches.
Like I said, for the right fights, I'll move up. I told you for the right fight.
154?
I like on some.
Really?
No, I'm not a 40-pounder. I'm barely even a 35.
You don't think you're in your career at least at 147 or something?
I used to think that, but nah. I
Nah.
don't think so. I mean, I will go there for the right fights. Like I just watched Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
I swear I will fight him at 154. Bro, this can't continue. I'm exposing people using their own words bad, right? You can't do this to me. There's no one can pull up clips from me 2 months ago, a year ago, and I'm saying vastly different things than I'm saying now. Shakur is like, oh, I'll whoop him, I'll dog him. He's on Ariel Helwani right next to Conor Benn. I'll beat you. You started boxing too late. You're cooked. And it's talk. You're doing another interview talking about you'll fight the man at 154 pounds. Do it then. Why is Claressa Shields protecting him, right? And it's really that circle that's doing a lot of this stuff, right? Claressa Shields, she told Shannon Sharp on the NightCap show that it's smart for Shakur to install a rehydration clause, right? Because these guys are gaining too much weight, 30 or 40 pounds. Continuing to baby Shakur like he's like this small Tank-sized person. Meanwhile, Claressa don't like Tank, right? So she goes on Ring podcast, and then Devin Haney asked her as a live in studio guest, what are you move and flex your weight, flex and feel your weight. What do you think about rehydration clauses? And she was like, they're stupid. You just said literally hours before to Shannon Sharp on NightCap that it was a great idea for Shakur to have rehydration clause because allegedly Conor Benn, Ryan, and Devin are going to gain 40 pounds. The next day, the truth comes out. And you probably were trying to take shots at Tank Davis, and you weren't smart enough to see how Devin set you up for the okie doke, because Devin said he ain't doing no rehydration clause. Now, I just exposed Shakur Stevenson again. Your past interview said, oh, I just watched Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn, but I'll fight Conor Benn. I'll move up to 54 for Conor Benn. Now we can't even get the kid to move up to 47, not only for Conor Benn, but Devin Haney a champion or Ryan Garcia a champion, right? And he's talking about, I'll move up for the right fights. So what are the right fights to you? You won't fight Keyshawn because he's your brother. Abdullah Mason isn't ready, right? The Tank fight, you have no leverage there, and you're not even working with the people he worked with. You said you would fight Conor Benn at 54. Now we can't get you to fight anybody at 47. And then you got this protection with sec from Claressa Shields and Keyshawn, and they keep talking about how Shakur the nicest and would whoop Frank Martin, whoop Gary Antoine Russell, whoop Ryan Garcia, whoop Conor Benn, whoop Devin Haney. When can we see it? When can we see this? Because as far as I'm concerned, Teofimo, he had a lot of issues in it. His dad wasn't doing a good job of the training advice. So it's like, what are we talking about, bro? I need answers for y'all, from y'all. What you guys are saying is making no sense, little to no sense. Shakur keeps getting babied like he's this tiny person. And yet, I continue to expose the facade.
I got a question for you, though.
I don't want to hear your question. I'm not answering.
I don't want to hear. This is a question, bro. We having a conversation, bro.
What's the
I got a question. How many amateur fights you had?
22, 24.
When did you start boxing?
17.
17 years old. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Because of?
You start boxing at what age? 17. You're cooked.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's cooked.
You're
What's cooked mean?
Meaning like you're in trouble.
You're cooked.
Of what?
Of me.
Of you.
Why
Of taking
do you
the
say
piss.
that? Why is the 17 the indication that
I
he's
started boxing when I was 5 years old. I'm in this game. I've been in this game for 23 years. How many years you been in this?
It doesn't matter. We can do it.
You can't beat me.
That's fine.
You can't beat me.
That's fine. I
That's
love a
how I
challenge.
feel.
He's making me want to get up now and chin.
yeah.
You're making me want to get up now.
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
You're making me get up now and want to have a fight.
You're not going to do that though, champ.
Well, I know, but I know right now if we was to handle it, I'd handle it.
Bro, that's your opinion. You're supposed to have your opinion.
Yeah, it's good.
But look, we're boxers. We're boxers.
You're fighters, yeah.
let's keep it boxing.
You're a boxer. I'm a fighter.
Come in and fight me, and I'm going to box your head off.
You do that, and I'll come there and take your head off.
And I'm going to box your head off.
You do your best.
147. Let's make the fight happen.
Not even joking.
Boom. 147. Let's make the fight happen. Right? So keep in mind, they were both live in studio guests on Ariel Helwani's show. Shakur is literally looking at the man Conor Benn, right? And they're looking at each other, sitting feet away from each other, right? But then, as I mentioned, when Shakur Stevenson is on a different radio show, he's talking about he'll fight Conor Benn at 154.
Like, I just watch Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
Bro. And then the Shakur stands. Dear Ego, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell pager and my WhatsApp at the bottom. I sent you 2 letters in autumn. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. But F it. What's up, man? How's your daughter? You could have signed an autograph from Matthew. That's my little brother, man. He's only 6 years old. We waited in the blistering cold for you for 4 hours and you just said no. Then the Shakur Stevenson stands have the audacity to come at the God, the king of boxing talk, the best in the business, and it's not even close. The Elohim of boxing in the digital space, and be like, oh, Ego, you hating. How? How am I hating when I'm showing you receipts? He was next to Conor Benn, and he said, I'll cook you. You're cooked. You're cooked. I've been boxing since I was very young. You started boxing too late. Don't have that many amateur fights. You're cooked. You can't see me, right? But previously, you said you would fight him at 54 when he wasn't there, right? And then fast forward past both of these interviews, more recently to this video, the one that I'm doing right here. Now you're saying you won't fight him at 147 unless A, he fights at 140, which he just fought Chris Eubank Jr. at 160. He not coming to 140. He wouldn't even be healthy. I don't even know if the commission would approve that. So A, fight at 140. B, fight at a catch weight of 144, and then there will be no rehydration clause, right? Or C, right, fight at 147 with the rehydration clause. What is Shakur doing? And I told you, is this click specifically? It's a whole lot of talk, and it's discouraging because boxing was never about talking, right? And you can challenge me. I'm already exposing him right now. That's why nobody mentions me in terms of like, oh, ego. Please, I dare a fighter to mention me and be like, oh, ego lied on my name or he wasn't cooking. And we can really have I'll interview any of these fighters and I'll bring up the same clips and they won't do an interview. It's just not, they're not going to do that, bro. Cause you know how it's Benny Hanna's over here. I'll cook them up in front of you with all facts. Y'all know that. So back to it. How are y'all allowing Shakur or any fighter, but in this instance, Shakur, to get away with all this double talk? It's not even double talk. It's double, triple, quadruple, sextuple, like talking. You just this, here. I told you, for me, I'm from a different generation. I'm not Shakur's age. He younger than me, right? But I respect my generation more for how we get down because you had to be the same person on the phone in real life, the same person on the internet in real life, the same person, at school, after school. Like, there was no variation of that. But this new generation, they talk, and then they talk themselves into a corner, right? Shakur is literally, I'm showing you, literally all over the place. If I played you a ton of Shakur clips, he would sound schizophrenic.
Rehydration clause, that's some bull.
Yeah, I think
because Tank does that to every fighter. So he is
so I don't understand the reason why he would do it.
Okay.
I think that nah, that's some bullshit. That's something like, I need an advantage. And with the advantage, I mean, I'm gonna do what I gotta do and it's gonna be easy to knock out a as weak. I think Eubank was kind of drained in the ring, so let him deal with it with me. Honestly, I don't even want to do the rehydration clause. I know like social media kind of made that a big thing.
Okay.
I was speaking hypothetical when I said it. I only want the clause if I go up to 147, but I don't plan on going up. So at the end of the day, I don't need the clause. I will only do a rehydration clause for fighters if I go up to 147 pounds. Because I'm not a 147 pounder, so why would I fight at their weight class where they're comfortable and just make it easy for them? Conor Benn, I like Conor Benn too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight. And I'm going to box your head off.
Do your best.
147, let's make the fight happen.
Would you agree to that rehydration clause? And he said F no. So my question for you is, how does that fight get made then?
If he's not going to agree, then we probably don't fight. So he's just wasting time. We'll see. But I'm a businessman at the end of the day. And like I said, he did a rehydration clause with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank was in the ring half dead. Why can't he do the same thing? But that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Because if you go watch when Ryan fought Tank, and you watch when Devin fought Tank, and you see like the size, the how good he's feeling. Like you could tell he's feeling good on that night. Like the weight and everything. Like
he has multiple personalities. Because I've only played 2. I haven't even played what he's saying now. So first it was I'll fight Conor Benn at 154. Then it's I'll fight him at 147 when you're a live in studio guest feet away from him. But now more recently, he's saying none of these fights can happen unless it's with one of those weight stipulations. And previously, this is what Shakur said when he was hating on Tank.
You think he washes Frank Martin?
I mean, that's why he fighting him. He's picking and choosing. That's what he do. Tank take the least risk. If Tank was really a risky nigga or this person he claimed to be, he would have fought Edwin De Los Santos. Why not fight the nigga that actually fought me instead of the nigga that pulled out from fighting me?
Bro, what are you talking about? Now Tank won't take a risk? So you're taking a risk by putting Ryan, Devin, Conor, Ben, and anybody at... Again, you can't play... To me, I'm from California, dead homies. I'm from California. And even though up north it wasn't as much gangs, I was always traveling from Northern California, NorCal, to Southern. So LA's my second home. And I know a lot of people in that culture and whatever. But it's called false flagging. You couldn't claim a gang that you weren't a part of. Or you couldn't be a blood, then you a Crip years later. Like, these things, they just don't work, right? And that's what a lot of these fighters are doing.
I'm with it. Like, something reasonable, because he big as hell. Like,
this is about what Shakur previously said about Ryan Garcia.
That nigga walking around 180. I'm walking around. I ain't gonna tell y'all my weight, but I'm walking around not too far from my weight. So
I'm not they walking around at 180, but I'm not gonna tell you my weight, but I'm not too far from my weight. So basically, Ryan Garcia weighs 180 with no proof, but I'm close to my weight. Trust me, bro. That's what are you saying?
Big as hell. So truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So
he said it has to be at a reasonable weight, but I don't want a rehydration clause. Now he's saying something totally different, that he does want a rehydration clause. And also in between that, he said he would fight Conor Ben at 154, which I've already played for you guys.
We'll go there for the right fights. Like, I just watched Conor Ben. I like Conor Ben too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
Kind of tough, man.
You will fight him at 154? Huh?
Do me and Ryan Garcia, for example.
Okay.
I'm going to blow up like 148. He's going to blow up 168 to 170 now.
So you just made up fake weights of how much Ryan would be. How do you know that? What if Ryan got a nutritionist? How do you know how much he's going to be in a mythical fight that hasn't been negotiated? Bro, this generation is chopped.
Now it's like you in a ring with somebody that is like 20 pounds bigger than you.
You're in the ring with someone 20 pounds bigger, but you want to fight Tank and you would be bigger than him. Come on, bro.
The rehydration clause is kind of crazy, but I will only do a rehydration clause for fighters if I go up to 147 pounds. Because I'm not a 147 pounder, so why would I fight at their weight class where they're comfortable and just make it easy for them? Like,
why would I go at their weight class where they're comfortable and make it easy for them? For them. Then why'd you ever call out Conor Ben at 154?
I'm barely even a 35.
You don't think you end your career at least at 147 or something?
I used to think that, but nah. I
Nah.
don't think so. I mean, I will go there for the right fights. Like, I just watched Conor Ben. I like Conor Ben too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
So let me break this down. Shakur Stevenson, the reason he's getting exposed is because he was cherry picking and he liked the Conor Ben fight specifically, and maybe he'll go to 154 for Conor. He ain't fighting Fundora or Josh Kelly or Boots or Virgil Ortiz, none of them. But for Conor Ben, who he probably don't rate that highly and is shorter than definitely a Fundora and all them other dudes, Charlo, blah, blah, blah. So he wanted to cherry pick Conor Ben, and he sees that there's a skill gap and there's an experience gap. So he made that statement. little did he know that boxing fans was paying attention. So on Twitter and whatnot, they said, hold on, Conor Benn ain't got no belt at 54. He got no belt at 147. Why would you move up to 47 or 54 to fight Conor Benn? Why not fight Devin Haney? That's a bigger fight in America, and he just beat Brian Norman, and he's a champion. So now Shakur got to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces. Now he got to pick up the pieces and switch things around and be like, oh, I'll fight Conor Benn with a rehydration clause, Devin Haney with a rehydration clause, or Ryan Garcia. Now you have to change up what you said. But then even in doing that, people start digging up your old tweets about Tank, your old interviews about Tank, where you was hating on him with the rehydration clause. Now you see Shakur is being brutalized in this video because you're like a pinball machine. Bing, 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 bing. And this never happens to me because I'm proactive, not reactive. When you're proactive, you get in front of whatever and you think about what you're going to say before it comes time. So these videos, although I don't have a teleprompter, I don't read a script when I'm doing these videos because I'm Boxingego. I'm great at what I do. Whether you think so or not, you do it. I've been doing a video live for almost 30 minutes with no script. People can't do that. I'm like Jay-Z. I be one taking my stuff, right? But that's the reason for the double talk with Shakur is because people are calling you out like, hey, fight Devin at 47. We don't care about Conor Benn. You can fight. If you can fight Conor Benn at 54, you can for sure fight Devin. You can for sure fight Ryan Garcia. And now it's all crumbling because these various things you said are all coming back to bite you. And this is what I tell you. This generation is chopped because they talk too much. And then they don't realize that they're talking on wax. So now you're really trapped because you remember Superbad when he was like, the internet's forever. People don't forget. We're not going to forget this stuff you were saying. You called out Conor Benn at 54, and then people called you for it and said, fight Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia. Bigger and better fights with Americans that we want to see more than a Conor Benn fight. And now you're just bouncing all over and having to clean up all these little small fires you started. And you don't get to have it both ways. You can't be confident part-time. Prince Nassim, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roy Jones Jr. for sure. They weren't part-time savages. They weren't part-time confident. Either you are or you aren't. So to me, this stuff is making me kind of question. I know Shakur is a good fighter, but it's making me question the legitimacy of how good when I never get to see what I want to see, right? I didn't ask for no Teofimo fight. Maybe y'all did. I didn't. You know what I mean? You won't fight Keyshawn. You won't fight Abdullah Mason. Oh, he too young. Oh, Keyshawn, my brother. Okay. But then you say you'll fight Conor Benn at 54. Then come to find out in future interviews, you won't fight him at 54. And you won't even fight him at 147 unless you have weight stipulations, which he may not be okay with. Right? Same thing with Ryan. And then again, if Shakur wants, and CLARESSA, she was like, oh, I don't like this fight for Shakur. They keep acting like he's so small. But here's the thing. If you're Willow and you're small and, oh, I'm not really a true 140 pounder, then stay your little ass where you think you should be and stop calling out the bigger people and saying you will fight them. You can't have it both ways. What don't y'all understand about that?
Something?
I used to think that, but nah. I
Nah.
don't think so. I mean, I will go there for the right fights. Like, I just watched Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn too.
Yeah.
No disrespect
He
to him.
tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
Nobody made you say that. You, for whatever reason, elected to, even the British teeth. Oh, yeah, mate, you're slagging on 1 more week, mate. Oh, you're belling, right? even the Brits, nobody asked for that fight at all. But then you spoke it into existence and you laid out the 154. The host was even like, what? 154? And he's like, yeah, man, I'll fight anyway. I swear I'll fight him. No, you won't. No, you won't. So you can't have it both ways. You can't say some stuff to sound cool, and then when it comes time to ish or get off the pot, then you're like, nah, everything got to be my way. And even with the stipulations, why did you criticize Tank for stipulations on Ryan? Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast. And you're bigger than Tank, for real, like in terms of actual size. Bro, this man is chopped up.
Where are the numbers that you feel comfortable? Like he ain't 25 pounds heavier than I am, but you feel you can get the best while not stripping him of everything.
Nah, honestly, I don't even want to do the rehydration clause. I know like social media kind of made that a big thing.
Okay.
I was speaking hypothetical when I said it. But
now he was speaking hypothetical when he said it. Amazing.
Okay.
I was speaking hypothetical when I said it. But
okay.
He went in the interview and he said that he'll fight me at 140 pounds. So
nah, but he can't make no 140.
We don't know that. We don't know. We don't know what he.
Now he's saying we don't know. So, bro, get Shakur out of here. You know Ryan Garcia would not be healthy at 140, and he like, oh, we don't know. So you want him to be a skeleton, which Shannon Sharp is saying. This is a brand new interview, by the way, right? He'll be a skeleton, and you don't care because it would be to your advantage. You already have a higher skill set than Ryan, and then on top of that, he would be taxed from the weight. But you're the same man that criticized Tank. Oh, Tank don't care about the belts. Now all of a sudden you don't care about the belts, and Keyshawn don't care about the belts, and Crawford don't care about the belts before he retired. Bro, get these people out of here, bro. I don't understand how you can even listen to this and take it seriously, bro. Everything Shakur says, he flip-flops on. Almost everything. You don't care if Ryan is sucked up because it would be to your advantage. You don't care if you would be way bigger, 20, 30 pounds bigger than Tank because you would be the bigger person. And you want that type of name on your resume. And you're hoping you can beat him. But it can't be Devin. It can't be Ryan. It can't be Conor BENN that have the one-up on you in terms of size. Don't compare this kid to Floyd Mayweather until he starts acting different. Because the Floyd Mayweather that I know, he didn't act like this. I know y'all try to lie and say he did, but he didn't act like this. Him, Pacquiao, Roberto Duran, Shane Mosley, like Winky Wright and Shane Mosley, are you kidding me? Bro, all these throwback fighters did what these new fighters are not doing at all. They were willing to, Pacquiao, how many times has Pacquiao been smaller than Cotto, Margarito? You know what I mean? De La Hoya. Pacquiao jumped from 35 to 47 to fight De La Hoya. How many times has Floyd been the lesser puncher and the undersized guy doing amazing stuff and Floyd right there in front of you. Shakur don't be in front of the danger like that. He'll manage distance and then circle out and move and jab and stuff like that. So I can't compare these new cats. You're not even doing what Crawford did, so we know for sure you ain't doing what Floyd did. Floyd was at deficits. You wanted to be picture perfect like an amateur match, or you're not doing it.
He could do.
See what I'm saying, Shakur? You know that man.
And then the man said, Ryan Garcia, he said it. He said he could make 140. But throughout this video, I played a bunch of stuff that you said. So you want to hold Ryan to his words, right? Oh, he said it. Don't get mad at me. When Shannon Sharp's like, come on, you know he can't make 140 comfortably. And you're like, hey, but he said it. He said it. What about how you said you'll fight Conor Benn at 154?
140
and you will move up for the right fight. What about what you said? No accountability.
pounds. So
he can't make no 140.
We don't know that. We don't know. We don't know what he can do.
See what I'm saying, Shakur? You know that man. You say the man walk around at 170. You want to bring the man down 30?
He said that he will fight me at 140. I'm just going off his words.
And you said you would fight Conor Benn at 154. Now you're saying something different. So it's bad for Ryan to say whatever, and you want to hold him to that, but we can't hold you to what you said. Got it.
So if he said it, like, what am I supposed to do?
Okay, what about what you said with Conor Benn? Come on.
So you have a rehydration clause at 140?
No, I don't want a rehydration clause.
Oh, you don't. So if he comes down to 140, you don't want no rehydration clause. Only if he comes down to 40. Only if he comes down to 47, you have to go up to 47. Do you want the clause, or you don't want the clause at all?
I only want the clause if I go up to 147, but I don't plan on going up. So at the end of the day, I don't need the clause. We can fight at 140.
I don't need the clause. I don't plan on going up, bro. These new fighters, they not the same, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Devin Haney say he wants some. What's up with you and Dev? Y'all can bang at 140?
Where he say that at?
I would call Bill and make that anybody at the 140. He want that. He come down for you.
If he come down, then let's make it happen.
Well, why you say?
Bro, you know Devin Haney can't make no 140. Bro, get him out of here.
You can fight at 147. You want to go up and see it?
I just told you if I fight at 147, what come with it?
Oh, so any fight at 147, there's a rehydration clause.
Any fight at 147.
Okay. So y'all hear that?
Any fight at 147, there's a rehydration clause. Versus, you was like, man, I swear I'll fight Conor Benn.
I'm barely even a 35.
You don't think you'll end your career at least at 147?
Bro, you can't do that. You can't bounce around like this. Oh, I'm this small guy. Clarissa Shields, tell him I'm small. Then why are you calling out bigger
I used
people?
to think that, but nah.
Huh?
I mean, I will go there.
Y'all gonna pay and answer.
Like, I just watch Conor Benn. I like Conor Benn too.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him.
He tough.
But I will fight him at like 154.
What?
I told you for the right fight.
154?
I swear I will fight him.
I swear I will fight him. And now he talking about, it was hypothetically speaking. So I'll fight Mike Tyson and Prime Wilder. And then when they come to knock my head off of my shoulders, and Wilder's like, I heard, oh my God, I heard Boxingego want to fight me. He want to see me from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. To this day, yo people too, right? When Wilder's like, yo people too, screaming at me and want to knock my head off because I said I could beat him, I'm going to be like, remember when I said that? I was just hypothetically speaking. Bro, come on. This generation is so chopped in boxing.
Don't call this man phone. Fight at 147.
But we can fight at a catch weight.
44 with no rehydration.
If any 47-pounder fight me at 144, I'm down. Let's do it.
With no rehydration.
Bro, I'm done because I'm getting mad. I gotta go. I really gotta go. This man just said if any 47-pounder want to come to a catch weight or 140, then we can have. Who are you, bro? You're a champion at 140. Devin's a champion at 47. Ryan's a champion at 147. Why would they surrender to your needs like you're this small, like, mini-me or whatever you think you are? Why do they have to do that? The welterweight division is cooked. There's not that many dope fighters right now. After Boots, Virgil, Crawford and Errol and Keith Thurman left, there ain't really nobody. The only somebodies would be a couple of guys like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia primarily, right? Conor Benn if he's making 47, right? And you talking about, oh, but they can fight me at a catch weight. Why would Conor Benn just fought 2 big fights with Eubank, sell out crowds, got $15 million to sign to Zuffa Boxing? Why would he come down to a catch weight that benefits you? These fighters are purely delusional. Like Floyd Mayweather, he was truly the A side, and there was nothing that anybody could say about it. So if he had Canelo, you fighting at 152, Conor McGregor, we gonna fight at whatever, 154, 150, whatever it was, that he was a clear A side. Shakur is not a clear A side over these people. Ryan is a bigger star than him, and then he thinks people are gonna come. You know what?